welcome back to the WatchGP podcast. Today we have someone super special with us. We have Sakina.
Hi.
I'll let Sakina do a little intro for you guys on herself, but she is super cool and you have to follow her. I'm sure you will after the episode.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Sakina Yusuf and I am a design and automotive content creator on Instagram, as well as I recently graduated from from Bachelor's in Arts and Product Design, but I specialize in automotive design. Absolutely big fan, but yeah, that's about it.
I love it. So Sakina, before we jump in, where did your love for cars and designing cars and whatnot come from?
Okay, so when it comes to cars, generally, I've always been a big car girly. There are a lot of events that happened in Kuwait in terms of vintage cars and everything. I used to attend all of them. Absolutely loved them. But I would say particularly Formula One or motorsports in general has been a year. So I'm quite new in the world of motorsports. So guys, please bear with me.
We welcome all women into this sport.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for being the first woman on this podcast.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor to have you.
Thank you.
So yeah, you got into it about a year ago, and how did you jump in?
It was just doom scrolling. Honestly, it was just doom scrolling because I think I just finished my second year. I was so bored and I was like, you know what? Let me just doom scroll. And the first reel was Carlos Sainz's Smooth Operator.
Yeah.
That was the first video. And I was like, wait, this motorsport is not as serious as it sounds. Like, there are actually really fun bits to it. So I started watching it, and then I got into Lewis Hamilton and his fashion sense and the whole thing about how the controversial things about his 8th world championship.
The 7th or the 8th.
We don't know.
In this podcast, we call it the 7.5.
Okay.
So we give both people their rights. You know what I mean?
So there's a lot of controversy. And I was like, girl, there's a lot of drama. And one thing about me, I love drama.
Of course.
So then I started watching it, and I just got really interested, not just about the whole race and the driver aspect, but as a designer, I started to see motorsports in more of a design aspect. And I think that's where it started to streamline, where from cars, it became into Formula One, and now it's more into how can we bring design into motorsports, into automotive design, and how as women we can make space for ourselves.
I love that. And you obviously started content creating. Was there like a video or a certain specific post that kind of hit and you said, oh wow, I think I can do this?
Yes. So I've been doing content creation for about 9 years.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but it was more about designing, illustration, drawings, all of that, because I never got the chance to, get facilities or, be able to access to actual, like design and engineering before university. So I've been doing it for a long time and no luck, but one thing is never give up. So I started posting, and I think it was the F175 live event. That was that one video that changed my entire life. 18th of February. I love you so much. It changed. I think I got millions of views in one day.
Oh wow!
I had no idea, and mind you, I did not even attend the event. I was just talking about it.
That's amazing.
That's
though. It goes to show you need to be on top of the trends.
Be consistent.
Honestly. And it was obviously an event that millions of fans around the world were so interested in.
Yeah.
But I think also it was the fact that you look like us. So you probably got a great audience.
Yeah.
From this side of the world that finally saw a girl and went, I feel represented. That's amazing. I'm really so happy for you. And so was that the moment you went like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this?
I think I already knew that I wanted to talk more about cars or motorsports and design clubbed in, one account. But I think that was kind of a catalyst, I would say. And that was just me speaking, and that too, it was like the showcase of Ferrari's livery that had design elements to it. So even in that, I was like, guys, Ferrari is showing, it's putting designers and it's putting like engineers on the spotlight, and we really love that. And I think that plus my design account kind of got that virality, and I used that momentum and I started posting.
I'm so impressed, honestly. And on a design and motorsports and F1, let's say, do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because there is so much, like, for example, the car that's in front of us.
Exactly.
Look at the amount of design elements in it. And you found a niche that not very many people are in.
Especially women.
But it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, it makes sense to bring design and automotive together because they are hand in hand. I just think there weren't very many people who said, let me get online and talk about it.
Because we, as content creators, there are a lot of amazing content creators who talk about the races, who talk about the event, who talk about the intricacies of what happens on track. But no one talks about the years of planning that comes into the design and engineering that is always in the background. So we never hear a lot of it. And I feel like I just wanted to portray that side of F1 to the world.
I love that. I love that. And from a designer's perspective, how do you design? Like, how do you get inspiration? How do you go, you know, do you just sit down and go, today I'm going to design, or is there something that inspires you?
I'm going to talk about, can I just give like a case study?
Yes.
So one of my first automotive design, which is Zeus Sahari, that was a whole automotive supercar-ish kind of a whole automotive design that I did based on the avenues in Kuwait.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I took the design elements of the avenues and I was like, what if we made avenues small into a car?
That's so cool.
So for me, the way I kind of see it is I use natural elements or the things that we are already seeing, whether it's architecture, whether it is, you know, like biological shapes, you know, like the streamlined bodies and everything. So you have to keep an eye out in the niche, in the nature, in your environment. I feel like you get the design inspiration from there. And then once something clicks, don't overthink, just start sketching.
I love that, honestly. And I need to see that avenues design, honestly. I think that's going to be so cool.
Thank you.
But bringing it to cars, what do you think makes an F1 car beautiful?
First of all, it is definitely the fact that it pushes boundaries. It is every year that you see with the new rules. Right now, I think the next year they're going to have much smaller cars.
Yes.
I feel like that itself pushes boundaries because you need the same amount of performance, well, actually better performance, the same amount of engines, the same amount of safety, everything.
And
but
less space.
It's less space. And I feel like as designers, as engineer, when I look at this F1 car, I see that how it is pushing boundaries of what we think is not possible, but then these are the engineers and designers that make it possible. And we don't even think about it. We're like,
We really don't, by the way.
don't.
Like, I think the most a lot of us knows, okay, like there's Adrian Newey. But he's like aerodynamics and whatnot. He doesn't do the design aspect. And I think also from like an external point of view, as someone who sees it from the outside, we also look at it and they have to factor in, keep in mind, not just the way that it performs, but how it looks. And then make sure it meets all the sponsorship requirements and the design requirements, because all of us have an eye and we say, oh my God, this car doesn't look great. This car looks great.
And we're ready to criticize.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As if there aren't like hundreds of people sitting there trying to get these designs out, and then there's just someone sitting at home in a random like apartment in Kuwait going, I could have designed it better.
If they just gave me a chance, I could have done it better.
Yes, I agree with that. We need to give her an opportunity.
Inshallah.
But
Yeah.
so for you, which team has the strongest design language?
In terms of I would say in terms of engineering, it's always going to be McLaren. Their engineering and their team, because I've spoken to some of them, crazy. And one of the best things, like I spoke to one of the designers who used to be an ex McLaren racing engineer, and his design philosophy, and I think that kind of reflects on the whole McLaren team as a whole, is they don't say no. They're like,
interesting.
They don't say no. They're just like, you know what, even though this looks impossible,
Let's try it.
take what resonates with you and leave the rest. That is what they say.
That's so interesting.
I absolutely love it, because I'm like, you know what, it's so important, because you can't marry one design aspect and be like, you know what, this is the only type of design I can do. I can't think of anything else. That you're a bad designer then. But if you're never, you're never going to take inspiration from your past designs, then you're still not a good designer. You need to have a balance of both, where you understand and you can still take good elements. And also, if you feel like this is not good enough, you need to have the courage to leave it as well.
Well,
So-
we saw that this year. Look at the rocket ship they designed.
Exactly.
Like, look, they probably took things from previous years and not just brought things in, other inspirations in. If Ferrari were to hire you tomorrow, what would you redesign first? Yeah, Sakina.
Why would you ask me this question, first of all?
I love to ask hard questions.
No, it's like you wanna beef with me.
Oh
No, I'm just kidding.
no, I don't want beef. Maybe I do. I don't want peace. I want problems.
Problems only. I think it is the philosophy I would like for Ferrari to have as well, is for them to listen. I don't think it's the design elements. It is the whole aspect that they need to listen. That is really important, because the drivers, as much as, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, drivers need to do less talking and more driving. As much as, you know, they want to say all of that, the driver at the end of the day is still driving. They are the actual users of this car, and if they're facing problems, they need to be listened to. And if you're not going to listen, you're not going to have the best performance.
True. Very true.
So that's what I think. If I was a designer, I would listen. And I know that sounds so basic.
No, it's not, because
that's what I would do.
obviously we see it's not that basic if Ferrari can't do it.
But I would love for them to just listen and come to a middle ground.
Yeah. Okay, so from your background, let us, like, give us a little insight on what you're studying, what you've done, like your background. I know you told us, you know, in arts and product design, but give us a little more background.
I'll just give you a whole story of how I came into the automotive design field. So I've always been an art student. I've always loved drawing, illustrations, everything. If you kind of scroll down deep into my Instagram rabbit hole, you'd find everything from like the old work. And then 2024 happened, and then I fell in love with Carlos Sainz, smooth operator. Right?
We all fell in love with him.
Everyone fell in love. And then for me, it wasn't the fact that, you know, I just want to watch it. I felt like I want to be a part of that.
Yes, that's a beautiful thing to say.
I don't want to just see it. I don't want to be a spectator. I want to be a part of that process. And how can I do that when I only had an arts degree? And everyone that I kept asking, they all were like, Sakina, you're crazy. Sakina, there's no space for you. Sakina, it's really difficult. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's a very competitive. It's very competitive. You know, it's really difficult. But there's no harm in trying. So I think in May or April, there was a trophy design competition. So the F1 DHL pit stop trophy competition 2024. And it was like open to every student, everyone, every student, every designer. And since as a product designer, I was like, girl, this is up my alley. I could definitely design a trophy. So I did. I ended up working on a whole month designing that whole trophy, and I submitted it. And I didn't win.
It's okay.
And that's okay. Alhamdulillah.
The fact that you did it is big enough. Like,
I'm grateful that I didn't win, because I feel like that fueled a fire that was much more greater. That is something that I needed, because I was someone, I'm like, you know what? This design cannot just be stuck in my hard disk forever. It needs to be, at least let me show it to the world. Let me at least share it with the people who might love design or who might want a way to get into motorsports with an arts degree like me. So I started posting on Instagram. It got, you know, decent views. People were interested. And I kept posting about my car design on the other hand, because I had my final project, which was more about, you know, bringing culture and bringing disability or understanding disability within automotive design.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So that was my whole thesis, and kind of hand in hand. And then F1 75 live event happened, got super viral, and that's where a lot of people started tuning into my whole design philosophy, or the design process of me building the car from scratch within 6 months. So that was quite crazy, because everyone's like, wait, you're a hijabi, and you know, you're a woman, and on top of that you have an arts degree. Like, how are you doing all of this?
Well, you know what? We're super proud of you here.
Thank you so much.
Like, that's my girl.
Thank you.
That's Kuwait right there.
Thank you.
But okay, so how do you think, if you were to look into working, you know, in this field, would you prefer working on the design side of things, or actually work on the content creation side of things?
Why can't I do both?
I love that.
Why
But
can't
you know,
I do both?
well, you know, it could be possible nowadays.
Yeah, I feel like if I might be the first, I don't know, there might be so many other content creators who want to talk about motorsport design. I've not found my crowd yet, but I feel like if we have more people, I think it would be normalized. Definitely not showing the NDA versions,
of course.
obviously.
But like teaching people about the importance of design.
I would love it.
That would be amazing. I think you could definitely do it.
I would love it. I'm actually, I do kind of do mentorship for a lot of students like in other countries, just within automotive and motorsport design. Because for me, teaching has always been something I've always wanted to do. So I would love for that to happen.
Can you teach Ferrari how to design a decent car?
Ferrari?
Can you teach Red Bull how to
Ferrari?
give us a better car?
Ferrari, if you're listening,
Call her. Call her. Or call me and I'll call her. But okay, this leads me to my next question. What would be your dream like role in the sport?
as much as, you know, it's everyone's dream to be on track, I am someone, I like to be having my own desk, and I want to like have my messy desk with my sketches and my calculations and everything. So definitely something background, but more into the tech innovation, or like tech innovation is how can we bring new tech within motorsports to better the experience of the drivers, so then they can perform better, they feel better, and we can push boundaries of what tech could be within motorsports.
Wow.
Or the other thing would be working with human ergonomics. So that is kind of having, how would the driver feel, the driver seating, the buttons in play. I know that's really small.
No, I love that, because you know, it just popped into my head. Do you remember the video of George Russell blind driving the track?
Yeah.
And I feel that is something that definitely speaks to that, because look at the way he's seated, look at everything, that all plays a role.
It does, and it's so important, even though it's really small. Not a lot of people even think about it. I don't even think drivers think about it that much, but I feel like being a part of the human ergonomics, understanding the psychology of the driver, psychology of how the cars are made, it's a really beautiful blend of it all.
I love that. Well, then now I know. I was going to ask you if an F1 team called you today, what department you run to, but now we know.
We know. Ferrari? McLaren.
Ferrari or McLaren? For me, it's Red Bull, girl. I go where Max goes. But okay. On to, well, I know you didn't get to watch Vegas now, did you?
I was allergic. I got a horrible allergic reaction. My eyes were swollen and I couldn't open my eyes. This is actually the first time I'm opening my eyes.
I love that. I love that. We're so honored. But you were probably allergic to Lewis placing P20.
That was one of the reasons. Girl, don't. You know what? Today, it's not the year. You know what? It's not the year for Ferrari. Inshallah.
It hasn't been the year for Ferrari in like 19 years.
I am praying tahajjud every single day. Ferrari, I hope you're taking notes. Allah is trying his best. But you need to put your efforts too.
Yeah, like, Isai abdi asamak. They're not Isaiing.
Allah's trying his best. He's like, come on, efforts.
I need to see your effort to give you. That's great. That's peak Muslim F1 humor. I love that.
Inshallah, next year my tahajjud prayers are going to come true.
Inshallah. But what are your thoughts now that Max is back in contention for the Drivers' Championship?
See, as much as I'm a very big Lewis fangirl, like, I go, you know how you said you go where Max, I go where Lewis goes. And yes, I'm in the trenches, but I'm not complaining.
Okay, good.
But like, as much as, you know, a lot of the audience likes, or a lot of the internet likes to pit Lewis and Max together, I feel like Max deserves the wins that he's getting, because he is a very tenacious driver. He's crazy. When he's on the tracks, when he's in that car, he's a wild beast. And we need to respect it. We need to respect him for that. Like, I am so glad that he's, you know, he's still pushing through. He is doing such an amazing job. And yes, he might have not won the first few races, like at the start of the game, because McLaren was kind of leading it. But the fact that you're coming from that and you raced so crazy that you're on the second place.
By the way, before the summer break, there was 104 points between him and Oscar.
Exactly.
Him and Oscar
Are in the
are
same-
tied.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
I always liken Max. I tell them, I like say this, and everyone goes, "Oh, because you're a Max fan," and I'm like, "No, because I respect all the drivers,
exactly.
right? To an extent, it depends on their political views, in my personal opinion. But I like say when Max gets into the car, him and the car become one. Like, for the Marvel fans and whatnot, I'll tell you, it's like Iron Man getting in his suit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, him
It's
and the
just
suit are
made
one.
for him.
It literally is, but he becomes this like one with the point where even when Alex Albon was describing how technical it is and how the littlest things matter to him, and a lot of drivers wouldn't get that. It really is like he becomes one, that he feels the car and you feel him come alive.
Yeah.
Especially in the rain.
I feel like that's such a very, how do I explain it? It's a very beautiful thing that I see with such drivers such as Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, is they actually like kind of bond with the car. They just become one. Like, they feel everything. And I'm gonna say about Lewis Hamilton, like the kind of complaints that he has, the kind of changes that he makes, that literally shows that he can feel when things are wrong in the car. And he strives that me and this car are performing on the same level of excellency. And the same thing goes with Max. So as much as, you know, a lot of audience wants to put them together, like against each other, I don't think they're doing that anymore. But when he was
now it's Max and Norris. Even though, funny enough, like the World Drivers' Championship was supposed to be between Oscar and Lando, but somehow I swear Max lives in McLaren's mind rent free. Did you see the post that they deleted?
What?
They had posted a photo from the last race when I think Lando was on the podium or something like that, and they put "Simply Lovely." Okay, bro, the Drivers' Championship is between Oscar and Lando. Why are you simply loving it? And then Red Bull just wrote a comment, just like a reminder that "Simply Lovely" is trademarked to Max Verstappen and can only be used by Max Verstappen. So changed the caption. They deleted the whole post because so many people saw it.
Crazy.
But like,
you do think about it, because he is rising up the points. That is something to worry about. And I'm not saying as a worry about, like, I respect Max. So
I respect them all. Like,
I
honestly,
respect the game, honestly, as much as it's competitive, as much as I have my own biases. Game is game. If you're gonna be an amazing racer, you deserve that win.
like someone commented his car was illegal and he still bottled the win. And I was like, oh my god, that's so bad. Haram, again, like, it sucks. I know that Lando's probably getting so much like backlash.
Yeah.
To an extent, I feel Lando was put in the spotlight so early that like he didn't have time to mature. I used to be like this girl that was like, oh my god, I love like Lando, you know, yes, he is like basically Max's son. And then they gave him so much pressure and he crumbled, not just, I mean, in terms of the championship, I mean in terms also publicly.
Yeah.
His attitude just really turned a lot of us off. It's a sad reality, right? Like, once you see that, it's... At some point, you can't keep excusing your, it's just a mistake, it's just a fluke. And now at this point, his PR team is like, give us your phone, give us the mic. No.
You can't say stuff like that.
You cannot say that.
And I'm like, as much as, you know, they're the baby, like Lando is the baby.
But he's not. It's 7 years in, by the way. Can you believe he's been in the game for 7 years?
Such a long time.
It's not the beginning anymore, you know what I mean? And
but they still think of him as a baby. See, as much... this is what I'm thinking. I'm not a Lando fan at all. I feel like because since his last win, I'm just seeing that that's going to be probably the start of his maturity.
I hope
From
so.
last year, like the Miami Grand Prix. I think, inshallah, that's going to be him kind of understanding that, okay, now I've won few races. I have to be at the world, you know, like the world championship as well. I need to mature up a bit. Maybe. That's what I think.
PR-wise, you also need to think about it. Your sponsors are going to get cautious now. Like, there's so much to think about. And really, I don't envy these guys at all, because the amount of, like, chaos that's probably going in their head, like, can I say that? Oh my god, but what if I say that and I get in trouble and this and like this is coming from me, a girl who isn't a internationally renowned motorsports driver, and that happens to me every day. And so I'm thinking, how is it going for them? Like, I don't envy them at all. Just be like Oscar and Max, like, they don't speak. They're like,
they're just chill. That's
I have nothing to say.
I love Oscar I feel like after Lewis Hamilton, it's
No
Oscar.
one. He just doesn't care.
He's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna speak. What I'm gonna be speaking is all on the tracks. All my talking is on the tracks, and I love that.
Speaking of, so I'll actually I don't know. Did you say you saw the post that everyone was talking about the weird drop in his performance? I'll send it to you. George, Max, Albon, and Pierre Gasly all commented on this saying, we don't understand
why
this doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't make sense because no driver, we are all drivers, so we understand.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, this drop in performance and consistency.
Like initially, us as audience, we're like, you know what? Maybe like, you know, at times you're performing and then you have a burnout moment. That's what I initially thought. I'm like, you know what? He's having his burnout moment and that sucks because it's at such a bad time. But like now that you're saying the drivers are mentioning it, they personally know
see it
Oscar.
more. They know.
Exactly.
So
they know ins and outs.
They know it's not burnout.
They know the whole burnout. They know what happens. Yada yada yada. Girl, that's not normal. And it's not even like, oh, he's not performing. He's probably like, he's not doing the best. He's maybe P2 or P. Girl, he's disqualified.
Honestly, I think Yena's probably having a panic attack. By the way,
what do you mean? She's happy. Landa's winning.
What do you mean? He got disqualified too.
Oh wait! Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god!
Girl.
Yes, I literally forgot. Yes, both of them. Yes.
There is what was
both
it?
of them.
Yeah, there's like what was it? 36 points. 36 points now between Lando, Oscar, and Max.
Yeah.
So like Yena's probably having a heart attack.
She's scared because she's
Girl.
like she wanted
Qatar's gonna
it.
be so good.
I'm so excited. Are you gonna go?
I'm
for
gonna
that?
go.
Girl, it's gonna be so fun.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna go for the Abu Dhabi.
Nice, amazing.
Yes.
I hope you get some good content.
Inshallah.
Teams, reach out to her, please,
Please,
that she can be invited in and actually bring some women of representation
Thank
to do some content for you guys,
That'd be
because
fun.
unacceptable that we're inviting celebrities from around the world and not our own local people.
I don't like that whole thing. That's a whole conversation. For
that. Honestly, I think I could do a whole podcast.
a
on
whole
this.
thing.
I'm not even just one episode. I could do like a multi. You know the girl Who Did I Marry? The
Exactly.
the 100-part
Who the
series.
hell
That's me. That's me with
All
the
the
PR
celebrity-
and marketing teams and the
Because
fact that
as there are celebrities who absolutely love, and I love that, but there are celebrities who literally are on the video and they're like, yeah, I just got invited, and like
Catherine Zeta-Jones, the actress, she waved the check. Her and her husband are like avid F1 fans. Like, I'm not talking just now. They've been avid F1 fans for the longest time. They are always on the grid.
And they deserve it.
They deserve it. But like, why are we bringing, random people who don't know anything about the sport? Like, I still remember they were talking about Christina Aguilera because she was like filming, and I think it was Crofty. That was like, oh look, Christina Aguilera taking a video, acting like she knows something, and I was like, oh my god, did he just say? By the way, the commentators sometimes they're like on fire with their burns.
I love that. That's the reason I started
Crofty
watching
as well.
I love him.
Like Martin Brundle, I would love to do an interview on the grid with Martin Brundle. You know what I mean?
Just getting to like the insides.
Like I would
and
give him a
everything.
hug. I feel like it's an honor to meet you. Sir. I'll interview you. Give me the mic.
It's because of these people that they make it so. Like, I'm honestly
Sometimes.
so scared for like Abu Dhabi, like for seeing the race in real life, because I'm like, what about the commentary?
Is this your first race?
Yes.
So okay. Are you doing grandstands or are you doing hospitality or paddock?
No, grandstand for now.
By the way, the grandstand is a blast.
Because it's gonna be fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
Okay.
Because look, I'll tell you, from someone who's done all of them, I think the grandstands are the most lively. It's people who are there to
that's
genuinely enjoy the
genuinely
race. Hospitality and paddock, people love the race, but they're also like, it's very social, networky.
Yes.
This is like,
This is pure fan base.
yeah. And not just when you're like cheering on, you're not gonna feel awkward, because sometimes you will feel a little awkward. I was that girl that was like, oh my god, and
And then
everyone was
everyone's like, excuse me, what is that?
yeah, see, literally. Or they just ordered like a Red Bull like leather jacket off of like Etsy, and like they don't really know anything about it, and they're like, oh my god, Michael Schumacher, and I'm like, he's not around, sir. I still remember one of the F1s. A content creator I know was invited, knows nothing, by the way, about F1. And she posts, this is going to call me out so badly. She posts a photo. She was with one team, but she posts a photo of someone else. And she goes, Fernand Alonso, 3-time world champion. And I was like,
Girl.
Wrong
No,
team.
no.
Wrong team, first of all. Second of all, wrong name.
Even if you didn't know.
Wrong number of championships.
Even if you didn't know.
Google.
You have ChatGPT?
No, ChatGPT still wasn't around at that point.
No, okay. You still have Google though.
You're in the garage. Ask someone.
It's not that hard.
It's not. Like,
and trust
it's
me,
not.
just because you don't
Literally
know,
just
no
did I
one's
spell
gonna
it
be
right? Sorry.
And just because you don't know, no one's gonna be like, you know what? Give us
or
all
just take the photo and don't comment.
Yeah.
Like, just take the photo.
Just like, oh, enjoyed F1. That's it.
That's it.
Babes, it's
Like,
okay.
oh
Don't
my
try
God.
too hard.
Speaking of
Yes.
representation, give us a little background on you, obviously being a Muslim hijabi woman of what the West calls a person of color, in doing this motorsports content. Like, how do you feel? Have you felt like there is representation or not?
I feel like nowadays, I would say since 2022, 2023, I have seen a rise of more casual, casual journalism on Instagram. And some of the best content creators that I know, Yana, Nora, like they're amazing. And it's so nice to see a very casual way of journaling or covering really technical or really, how do I explain it? Sorry, I'm just blank right now.
It's okay. Like, covering the actual facts about it.
Covering the whole
Not
fact.
just like, oh, I loved it, ha ha ha.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you're actually getting so deep into it. You talk about your own feelings. So I feel like since 2022, 2023, since Instagram and TikTok have been on the highest, it's been really popular to see creators like that. And it's not only the general public. We've had POC content creators, people from Muslim communities, people from really marginalized communities as well. Like, it is honestly so cool to see that. But
still not enough.
it's only good when they have reached that certain level of success.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like it's very rare for a smaller creator
to be respected,
who is definitely a lot more enthusiastic about the sport, to be recognized.
Definitely.
Look, I'm going to be honest and say they still don't see, keep in mind, this is a very Western sport.
Definitely.
So obviously.
It's a very Western and elitist sport.
Yes. So obviously, look, there is starting to become somewhat of representation, but only when you're rich enough to be there, right? Like when you had Force India, the F1 team that was owned by the I can't remember his name. Oh my God. He was like an Indian billionaire.
Yes.
Even then, barely anyone. And now you have, obviously, McLaren is owned by Bahrain and Abu Dhabi, and then you have Qatar coming in with Audi, and then you have Aston Martin with Aramco and Mercedes and whatever. So now you're seeing it, and we're still like, it's still a fight that we're fighting.
Yeah, but
because I feel they still don't see the value in us.
Especially the smaller content creators, the people who bring the audiences together, the people who introduce, and I would say even though they have really small, they might not come from a place of privilege as well, but their content is honestly so relatable that people are introduced, people fall in love with Formula One. I feel like these people are not respected, but you still keep bringing celebrities and content creators, again, they don't really know much about it, and I personally don't like it.
I've seen a fair share of content creators that know nothing.
Even then, I feel like there's a hierarchy that, are you pretty enough? Are you Western enough? Are you like this?
Yes,
so I feel
100%.
like, me personally, being a hijabi, and I come from a very small culture called the Dawoodi Bohras.
Yes.
So we were originated...
I'm familiar.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
So we originated, not me, but like our community originated from Yemen and then moved to India. So again, really small.
Yeah. Like
We're
you
like
fall
not
down
even
the
kind of rabbit hole.
Yeah, but also this is coming from an extremely small community.
Yeah, and for
that
me,
they probably never even heard of.
They never know.
They
And
probably
again,
don't even know where Yemen is.
They didn't know. There's this one time where a bunch of people in my university were like, "Are you Russian?" And I was like, "In what world?"
But also,
do you know why? Because I look like a Russian doll.
But also, you know why?
Yes.
It's, keep in mind there is a big Muslim community in Russia, in like the
definitely.
Dagestan,
Yes.
that whole area. So maybe that's why. And also, it's the way you wear your hijab.
People told me because you look like a Russian doll, so we thought you were from. And I'm like, that's sweet.
That's cute.
Sweet.
Honestly, that's
cute.
cute. That's cute. I told someone I was from Kuwait once, and they thought I said Queens, like New York.
Oh. Did you pull out the accent though?
And they're like, "You're from New York?" And I was like, "No.
No.
What?"
I said Kuwait.
Kuwait, you know, next to Dubai. Oh my God, Dubai.
When I mention Kuwait, people are like, "Oh, is this like a barren land? Is this like a middle of the desert?"
I'm like, no, your government knows us. We sell them oil.
Exactly. No, and it's so baffling how like confident these people are. They're like, "Oh wait, you live in a barren land. You probably have camels," and I'm like, "It's 2025. How do you not know?"
I barely see camels in Kuwait anymore.
Exactly.
Unless you go to the
I
desert.
have to travel to Mutla. Just one camel.
A wild camel, not on a farm. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? But honest, you know, Kimi Antonelli has raced here.
Ooh.
He raced F4 here.
No way.
Yes, there are
Kuwait?
photos of him in Kuwait Motortown.
I need to see it.
Yes.
Motortown? Kuwait Motortown, please.
One of our partners in content is Car Review. Shout out to Car Review. And he actually has the photos of all of them, like with Kimi in Kuwait Motortown.
That is crazy.
And I think Kimi still follows him on Instagram.
No.
And I'm like, oh my God.
That is actually so cool.
That's amazing. Who would have thought? Because obviously, like, this kid, you know, this little
He's
kid.
killing it.
I'm so proud of
Did you
him.
see we were
He
there.
went from 17th to now 4th.
I know. Not even that. Did you see the last
Brazil.
the Brazilian? We were literally together. He started from the, I wouldn't say bottom, but like one of the bottom, and he was like P2, and I was like, girl, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's doing the rookies this year are killing it, girl.
Crazy.
Isaac Hajar, we love
him.
We love him. He represents.
All the Middle Eastern.
He really, not just Muslims as well.
Yeah, Muslims, Middle Easterns, love you.
Yeah, seriously. You represented literally like maybe 2 billion people.
A lot.
Like you are our representation. He has so much pressure on his shoulders.
I know. But he's doing amazing.
But yeah, so do you feel like this one's a little, because this one goes a little bit away from like the cultural and religious, but more to the gender. Do you feel like we are still consistently having to prove ourselves as female content creators to male creators?
Yes, definitely. I feel like even us wearing a jacket or even just talking about normal stuff, I will have comments. They'll be like, "Oh, you probably just like Lewis Hamilton because he's hot," and I'm like, "Yes, and
Yes, and like, but 100%. You know what? We need to start asking them that. Like, oh, you probably only watch tennis because you think
you find them girls in pretty skirts, right? No,
it's such an invalid question.
you
It's
know
such a
what?
way to invalidate us as
It's disgusting
fans.
because you are like sexualizing the sport. And it's disgusting because I'm like, we actually love the sport, and I'm saying
2025
that as someone, I don't actually fall in love with the cars. I love the cars. So when people are like, "Ew, you probably just like the drivers," I'm like, "No, I like the cars. Thank you.
No, take the drivers, leave the cars.
Leave the cars to us. Thank you."
But yeah, so obviously I see your entire brand is very unique, right? And I think you're going to be an inspiration to a ton of young women.
Inshallah,
inshallah, we're going to see a huge amount of young women feel very inspired by seeing people like you, like Yana, like Nora. So many young girls like us who look like us that I wish when I first started watching the sport in like the 2010s that I, would have seen.
Yeah.
Myself there, you know what I mean? Like I still remember when I was like, oh my God, I would love to apply for a job in F1, and I had one friend that said, okay, do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Obviously, I'm here, so I didn't get any jobs from F1.
Girl,
but
you have a
what I
business out of
did
it.
was I went the other way, and I said, I'll make a business.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, it's an inspiration, and I'm looking forward to see the generation of girls who see
Inshallah.
women like you guys able to make your space in the sport.
It's gonna be a difficult one, but never impossible. And this is something that my professor, Callum Nash, if you're watching this, I'm kind of quoting
Send
you.
this to him.
Yeah. They said that, if you're waiting on somebody else to do it, that's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like if you want that change, you have to do it. No one else is gonna do it for you. No one else is gonna make that space for you. Whether it's gonna be comfortable, uncomfortable, either do it, but don't expect it.
Oh, yeah. Are there specific women, let's say, in motorsports and automotive and even in content creation that inspire you?
Definitely one of the people in the automotive design. I'm not sure if I should mention her or should I? Okay, well, there's one lady in the automotive. She works at McLaren as the quality lead, and her name is Madalena. And I've been honored to like be able to even talk to her about design, about automotive design, the technicalities and everything. And honestly, what she stands for is all about women empowerment and bringing women into automotive. She's a part of a lot of communities that bring women into the automotive sphere, and she's helped me as well, giving me so much guidance, because I'm someone, again, I'm at the bottom of the whole, I would say bottom of it. I don't really have connections. I don't come from a rich family or anything, right? It's difficult.
It's all about networking.
It's all networking.
It's all networking. And by the way, half the time coming from these backgrounds is not as much of an advantage as you think, because even if you had all of that and you didn't put yourself out there and network,
useless.
you're not really going to get anything out of it. So Blax, you doing this and building this network and building that name for yourself speaks a lot louder than someone who was just given it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
so
just,
the respect for you is immense.
Inshallah. If things work out, this is all up to Allah. If things work out, amazing. If things don't work out, at least I have this whole document or like a bunch of videos that will inspire the next generation. More like, if I can walk, I hope the next generation runs.
I love it. I love it. Maybe you should pray your tahajjud for that, not for Ferrari.
Yeah. Girl,
maybe. You can do too.
Let me just
pray for both. But so in your content creation life, how do you balance, the design and getting that inspo and actually taking time to design things yourself and creating content? Because I know that, by the way, as I know this, content creation takes so much time.
A lot of time, and
thinking. And like, oh my God, but what if I say this? What if I say that? The lighting's not good. No, I'll shoot tomorrow. I don't look okay. All of that, I understand that.
This is something I learned in my product design. All my professors, they used to tell me, document everything. Record everything, take pictures of everything. If it looks ugly, it's good, it's a part of person, does not matter. Record it. Why? Because it's going to help you in your presentation. But for me, it helps me with like content creation.
I love that.
So when I started my first design thesis, building a zoo safari, again, it started off with documenting everything. And when I kind of felt that confidence, okay, I want to post this, I want to inspire the next generation, if not me, the next generation, inshallah. I had a lot of backlog of amazing documents and pictures and videos. And the only thing I had to do was literally just have my spotlights and just speak.
I love that.
Just speak and just speak your mind. If you have a script, if you think scripts works for you, great. For me personally, I'm not a very scripty person. So I just kind of go freestyling.
As you can see, I don't like scripts. I like structure.
Yes.
So I don't lose my way.
Definitely.
You know when you go, what was I saying? And then you have to repeat the whole video.
I just got brain fog.
I like to have, brain fog.
Brain fog.
Brain fog.
So I like having a structure of what I'm going to do. I just freestyle my whole speech and then I edit the whole thing by myself. Yeah.
That's amazing. Honestly. Okay. So now, what do you feel? Do you feel like the motorsports scene is growing in the region?
In the Middle East?
In the Middle East. In the Middle East.
Definitely. I'm going to say that as an Indian expatriate living in Kuwait. So I kind of have like the experience of being an Indian as well as, being an expatriate in Kuwait as well. Especially in the Middle East, I'm seeing a tremendous, like, people are going crazy, and alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful because I just came to Kuwait, I would say about 2-3 months ago from the UK, and I've lived in the UK for 3 years. So I was a bit nervous. I was like, who am I going to watch the races with? Like, what am I going to do? Like, I don't have a community. And then I did find Noor, and then I found WatchGP, and alhamdulillah, it's so great because you have people from all walks of life, all backgrounds coming together, and we have one goal, is to just enjoy Formula One.
Point. This is why we created WatchGP.
So in the Middle East, amazing. I could see an amazing a craze for Formula One, motorsports in general, but I just hope that we can go out of Formula One and kind of see more local races, because I love supporting local races. I feel like they deserve it. We need to have spotlight on young drivers who are either struggling, who want those sponsors, and I feel like as content creators, Formula One, amazing.
100%.
But we should also focus on the local drivers
I
that we
agree.
have in Kuwait Motor Towns and everything. Definitely, if you guys get a chance, please go and like support them, support all the drivers and everything. In terms of India, I feel like because of Force India, we already did have that craze. We still have it, but I don't see representation. Like there are not a lot of.
Isn't there the junior though? The one on the Red Bull Junior team?
Definitely. No,
Yes.
I'm talking about as fans.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of audience that are that crazy as I see in the Middle East or in the West. I'm seeing a very a slow gradual, but come on.
Maybe it dipped post Force
Yeah.
India, and I get it. Obviously,
Yeah,
by the way, it's very
definitely.
normal, especially when you're represented and you're not, and you're like,
I
I'm
don't
mad
want to watch
now.
it no more.
I don't
but
watch it. They don't want me. I don't want them.
There are a lot of like I would say there's one content creator that I know from India. I think his name is Anas,
Yeah.
and he does amazing content creation. It's very cute. It's very simple. Absolutely love it. But I'm seeing that gradual growth in the F1 fan base as well.
I love that.
So,
I love
yeah.
that. Yes, we need to highlight always like this is my thing. I am not the biggest content creator.
Yeah.
But if I can help someone out, or if I can shine the light on another content creator or on a driver, on someone that deserves that
Deserves
spotlight,
it.
I will always
I
do
will,
that.
definitely.
This is why I created the podcast also, because I wanted to be able to not just have a place where literally fans can come talk.
Yeah.
Like the whole point is I don't want to bring in super famous people and whatever. I want to bring in people who
Genuinely
truly
love
either
it.
love the sport or have a unique take on
Yeah.
it. We had an F4 driver on before. We brought him on. We tried to, highlight him, show that, again, there's only so much you can do. I
Yeah.
can't go to the sponsors and say, give him money.
Quickly.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish if I could, man. A lot of
Yeah.
our athletes would be somewhere else. But it's the whole point of it is we're building a community that
Supports.
supports each other. And with WatchGP, we always try to like, not just, I want to support small businesses.
Yeah.
We did get a lot of like, kind of like backlash when we partnered up with certain brands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, I would have loved to partner up with other ones, but none of them gave us a chance.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's the sad reality of it.
Yeah.
You can't expect, like one hand can't clap alone, right? Is that the
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
in
You can't
Arabic.
clap
I don't
your
know.
hands with one hand.
So I look at it and I'm like, the
And
whole
one
point is we're
thing-
here to build. It's gonna take time.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take mistakes. It's gonna take time, and you can't expect you know to just be perfect all the time. You're gonna mess up.
Oh, yeah.
I messed up so many times.
Every one of
You're
us
gonna
did.
mess up so many times. But I feel like if you're gonna learn and be better, that's what's important. Yeah.
So we are entering our last segment, which is the rapid fire segment. In my personal opinion, it's one of my favorites.
Excited.
So I'm gonna ask you
Yes.
a few different things, and you need to just answer top of your head. Right?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillah. Best livery in your opinion?
All of Visa Cash. All of them.
Really?
All
no,
they've
is there a
always.
single one that stuck out to you?
It's all of them.
Okay.
I can't. Every time they bring any type of different livery design, I'm the first one I'll be reposting, and I'm like, is it hot or not? Actually, don't do anything. It's always going to be hot.
Okay. Is there a specific livery that you think was like the worst ever?
I'm not going to say specific. I think
In my opinion, Ferrari Miami last year.
it's always going to, it's the
always
whole
gonna be
thing.
Ferrari.
It's the outfits. It was the...
They looked like they were gonna go, the barber shop that sings?
It was the outfit, it was the thing, and it was the big HP logo. And I get it. But I'm like,
Sponsorship.
come on. I know there are amazing graphic designers out there who need a chance, and you should give it to them.
You should give it to them.
Please listen.
Seriously. Listen, Linda. Is there a car you'd say was the most beautiful F1 car, or even if it's not F1, automotive car design that you've seen?
If I were to say the automotive, I'm a very vintage girly, and it's always going to be Ford Mustang 1969.
Wow.
Or Toyota Supra 2002, Suki color.
Okay.
Those are the two cars I have
Interesting.
absolutely loved. And in terms of just motorsports, and their designing, I've always loved hypercars as well.
Okay,
Motorsports.
yes.
Sorry. In terms of motorsports, hypercar designs have always been so different, and I would.
They're very
inshallah,
unique.
very unique, very different. I've never seen something like that, and inshallah, maybe if I were to design a motorsport car for my next project, I would kind of like want to mix a hypercar and a Formula One car together. I don't know.
We have a
Weird.
new series on the hand.
I know, it'd be really, really cool. But and in terms of Formula One, I feel like Mercedes had the most beautiful cars in terms of their graphics, in terms of their,
Striking. They were
they
striking
were
cars.
beautiful, beautiful. Especially the ones in which Lewis Hamilton was there. You know, the silver one.
Yes, when they were the silver arrows.
Yes.
Silver arrows. Yes.
That one, beautiful, because it's just as, and I'm someone, I love chrome, like chrome design.
yeah.
So Mercedes, beautiful livery design.
They did. When they rebranded to that chrome, it was very nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, a team that desperately needs a rebrand design-wise. I'm not talking technicalities. I'm talking just in design. Personally, I'm going to say Sauber. Actually, Haas. Haas and Sauber need some work. Alpine too. Man, they all need a redesign.
No, I think Alpine needs it. I feel like Haas,
they still look like Barbie and Ken.
That's what. And as much as I love pink, we want a pink, we love a pink, but I feel like there should be a better placement for it. But Haas, I think they're really cute. I really love Haas's livery designs. They're really, really pretty.
So yeah, they're okay. I don't love them, but like one of my favorites, I'll tell you, is, do you remember Red Bull at Suzuka this year?
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Like, and I really hope they actually worked with a Japanese designer on it, because that just makes, like,
It just
one
make
thing
it
I think I loved design-wise, the helmets. Like, they always,
Yes.
Pierre Gasly
Oh, that was
is
so
one of the
beautiful.
most
Yeah.
active drivers to work with local graphic
designers,
designers to design his helmets. And applaud to him, because not very many people do that.
I think they kind of do follow the trends, or they would do something a bit more easy, a bit more like trendy and stuff. But seeing Pierre Gasly and like the way that he always, whether it's trendy or not, he doesn't care. He's like, as long as I'm putting the cultural appreciation in my
Love
helmets,
that.
it's beautiful.
Like his one for Jeddah this year, he worked with a Saudi graphic designer.
Yes.
I loved it.
And
I
it was
loved it.
You know what? Like, I almost felt like, oh my god, like Middle East is being represented in such a beautiful way
know.
after years of like misrepresentations. I was
Seriously.
like, it was so beautiful.
Seriously. Okay, so is there a specific driver you had an opinion on and you changed your mind off this year?
I really hated Lance. I think it always starts off.
I was
like,
the opposite.
oh, you loved him.
I didn't love him. I liked him, and now I don't. Are you the opposite now?
No,
You're
I don't love him. Nah, girl. That's one Nepo kid.
Yes.
What I'm saying is I absolutely hated him because of I think I just got on the bandwagon. I didn't even know why I hated him. I was like, yeah, everyone hates him and it's fun to hate him. But I don't know. I started to see a lot of videos of him just being alone, and like it breaks my heart.
It used to break my heart.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
I
like,
saw his attitude, and then I saw his vacation spots.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that doesn't
that's what
fly
I'm just
with
like,
me.
I'm a bit like conflicted because I'm very.
Oh, yeah.
My political views are very on point. So,
Yes, me too, which is why we're
But I'm also like an empath because I'm just like, see, as much as you're like a really. You know? No.
On this one, we don't need to be empathetic. I used to be. By the way, I have videos on this podcast where I was defending him. And I was like, you guys should not hate him just because he's a Nepo baby.
Yeah. That's what, like,
Now,
initially.
I'm
I was
like,
but you're literally acting.
but where did you go on vacation, Lance?
Yeah.
Where was it that you went on vacation?
Don't be shy.
Tell me.
Tell us.
Tell me.
I feel a bit
tell us why you come to Kuwait.
Like, I feel conflicted because I'm like, I see videos of him just being absolutely alone. No one talks to him, like, post-race. But I'm like, literally, do you see your actions, though?
Pushing the photographer.
Exactly. So, like, for me, it's a bit conflicting.
Yeah.
At first, I absolutely hated him with my guts. And right now, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just, like, kind of go back and, like, logically think why I hate him.
Yeah.
And I still do not like him. I feel
Yeah.
like hate is a strong word.
Yes.
So I don't like him, but
I don't have strong
I
feelings
don't have
towards
strong
him anymore.
Feelings, you know, like whatever.
Is there an underrated driver in your opinion?
Yes. It's always gonna be Isaac.
Yes,
It's
Isaac.
always
Isaac's not even
Isaac.
underrated at this point.
No, but
They're
I
gonna
loved
demote him and
I-
take him to Red Bull.
I don't want that.
He needs to stay in Visa Cash App. They need to promote Max to Visa Cash App.
No, the thing I
They're
loved
racing
him.
bulls now.
Yeah.
Whoops. My bad. They have so many names.
I can't keep
On
up.
Instagram, I
still
think
can't
they're
say
still-
Visa
no, on-
Cash App. I still can't
On
say it.
Instagram, I think they're still Visa Cash App. I don't even know. On one of the platforms,
Are
they're
they
still
racing
Visa.
bulls or are they?
No,
Visa?
I think they're Visa Cash App on one of the platforms still.
They're still no. Even on their Instagram, they're Visa Cash
Yeah,
App.
that's what I mean. Oh, okay. So why? I'm so confused.
Girl, I'm
Visa Cash App, Racing Bulls, whatever. Like at this point,
Girl.
too many names.
It's okay. You know what? They'll understand.
Toro Rosso. That's what they used to be called.
But I feel like Isaac, since F2, he's been killing it. So even though he is like the top for everybody else, he's still like a little F2 driver
Yeah.
that I absolutely love. And I just wish him the absolute best.
Yeah, me too. We all
And
do.
in terms
Habibi.
of another underrated driver that I want to see like on top is Alex.
Me too.
I think he has so much
We
potential.
all want to see Alex
And I
on
just
top.
feel like the way Williams did such an amazing job. You know, I don't know if I think it's also because of Carlos and their pressure. They had to up their game. But I'm just so excited for Williams next
I'm
year.
excited for Williams. I feel Alex is not being honestly also Pierre Gasly.
Yeah. No. These two.
Those two I feel are very underrated and could be phenomenal. As much as I'm not the hugest fan of him, Ocon. Ocon's a solid driver.
Yes.
Like honestly,
He's just a bit. You need to relax.
yeah, he was. They used to joke around and say he was like a jihadist last year because he would always just crash into, but only towards his teammates, only towards Pierre.
Yeah. Always. I feel like just a little bit. He's a kind of uncut diamond. Just a little refining, or maybe refining of the
He's
car.
just an angry. His mom is Arab, by the way. His mom's Algerian, so that's why we always say. I was like, okay, it's the Arab anger.
I'm not gonna say as a Middle
His
Eastern,
name
but
is
as an
Esteban.
Asian.
His name is Esteban Ocon Khilfan.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Oh wait, so we have two Middle Easterns.
yeah, but he doesn't
he doesn't
acknowledge
really,
it.
like, acknowledge it.
He's
Makes
French.
sense.
You know what I mean?
Makes
He's
sense,
French.
makes sense, yeah.
I get it, colonialism and like adapting because he
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have gone sponsors
Yeah,
without
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But okay, do you think there's a team that would shock people next year?
Visa.
They're not shocking us though. That's the thing. Like we're all like, oh yeah, Visa's on top. It's fine.
Okay. Next year. See, I want to say Williams, but I'm like, I feel like Williams. I feel like Carlos Sainz is doing an amazing job.
Yes.
But inshallah, I feel like Williams
Will shock
as
us
a
all
whole
next year.
team with Carlos, with Alex. I think they're gonna kill it.
I think James Vowles is doing an
Yeah.
amazing job. But what's next for you? What's coming up? Obviously, Abu Dhabi.
Yes. So I'm gonna do Abu Dhabi race. I'm really, really excited because it's my first race, and that too in Abu Dhabi. Like, I'm really, really
In
excited.
such a big like year.
I know. I'm like super excited how the whole year is gonna end. Yeah, I still want to continue content creation. I want to get into like mentoring. I would say high school students, especially from places, from countries, and from communities that are marginalized. I want to really give them that space, whether it comes to mentoring them, whether anything that I can do to mentor kids and bring them to love, you know, STEM and engineering, designing, whatever it is within the motorsports and the automotive. I would love to, you know, partner with companies and stuff to just give them a space. So that is something that I'm doing right now. Is I'm kind of taking a break from studying and I'm just building kind of a platform for them. And inshallah, next year I might go for my master's.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Before we wrap up, if there was one message you could give to Muslim female content creators entering the motorsports content creation space, what would it be?
Be delusional. Because it might not be the solution, but it definitely is an answer.
Yes,
So
I agree.
don't be scared. First of all, don't be scared because if you're a Muslim, Allah is already with you. What are you worried
Yes.
about? What are
Yes.
you worried about? Okay, first of all, don't be scared. Second of all, as long as you know in your heart your intentions are pure, girl, go for it. Does not matter what your parents are saying. Does not matter what the aunties and the uncles and the grandmas, does not matter. And I'm saying that as someone, I deal with this every day.
Yeah.
Do not listen to it. as long as your intentions are pure. And third, be your best friend. Because if you're gonna come in such an intensive and competitive male-dominated field, everyone's out there to like hurt you. Everyone's out there to be your enemy. Everyone's out there to mock you. And it's not only the outsiders; it's the people
within
in your
circle.
family, people in your community, and it causes a lot of distress. And if you're not gonna be your best friend, if you're gonna like beef with your own self, girl, it's not gonna work. Nothing. You're not gonna succeed in anything in your life.
Be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident in it. Post delusionally, like you have a million
Definitely.
followers, even if you only have 10.
Yeah, post delusional, work hard, pure intention, and have trust in Allah.
Yes.
Sounds crazy, and even if you're not a Muslim and you're watching this, have trust in yourself.
Yes, seriously. Seriously. It's going to happen. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so
I can't wait
much.
to have you back after Abu Dhabi.
I'm so
We'll get you on
really,
so we
really
can talk
excited.
about your experience.
And this time, inshallah, I'll not have a swollen eye.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah.
But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Guys, for reference, next Sunday, we are hosting Qatar.
I'm excited.
Yes, we're doing it in 2 locations. We're doing Costa Coffee and we're doing Salt in
Ooh.
Blajat.
Yeah.
So you can show up, do
And
your
it's
thing.
amazing because you got the race simulators. Everyone is so excited to talk about the race, and then you got the trivias as well, and the whole game. Like you get to watch it with actually people who are interested. So commentary is actually so fun.
Oh my god, it's
And
so
last
much
time
fun.
we had like a little guest appearance as well.
Yes,
A little
we did. We
puppy.
had Costa the puppy who joined us for the race. Also, you guys can check out the video that Sakina made for us. We did a collab reel and she showed everyone the reality of what it
Yeah.
is to come to
So
watch
honestly,
GP.
it's quite fun, and don't be shy.
Come on,
join
through.
us.
Come say hi.
Exactly.
But thank you so much, Sakina.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. And I hope to see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.